Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Infallible, our new podcast. Infallible basically means never wrong, so it's the perfect name for us over-intelligent snobs who don't think we're ever wrong. But in all seriousness, it's good to be back. After the fail of Unproblematic, there was a time I felt like I never wanted to attempt podcasting again. But then after analysing the problems with the original podcast, I realised that it died more so due to the lack of interest of all of us together rather than something that I had done wrong. So I decided to attempt it again. After the failure of Unproblematic, it was clear to me that I'd either have to do it solo or with max 2-3 people. And that's where my partner comes in. Me and Sona have decided to do this podcast together. The rest of Unproblematic are now guests. I say that in quotation marks. Meaning they can appear in any episode, but it's not a strict requirement. This also means one thing. If they don't show up, we'll just go on without them. No cancelling episodes, no waiting, none of that. And this solves my biggest issue and the biggest reason that the podcast died in the first place, of me spending my entire time planning and doing all the work and gathering people and figuring out what time they want, just for them to not show up and me having nothing to show for all the work I did. If you're wondering, our friendship didn't change at all. We're all still good. I'm cool with everyone. I mean everyone. I don't know if all of them are okay with me, but what can you do? So yeah, I'll reiterate, our new philosophy is that if people don't show up, we will just start without them. Because we only need me and Swana to make it work properly. Same thing applies for Salad's music. If he submits, we use it. If he doesn't, we don't. Or we'll just use one of his old ones. I'm doing most of the work again, but I'm all for it. I will record and edit and do the hosting jobs, like coming up with the topics and things like that. Sona will upload, and he's also the one who made the banner and the logo, which look pretty good. Speaking of which, the banner isn't changing, the message on it. No discussion is off limits, no matter how ridiculous or offensive, within reason, obviously. So that motto isn't changing. I think it's probably good to admit that if this fails, I'll probably never try podcasting again. It's the final shot, so let's hope it works, I guess. I'll also be taking over the Knitbag News segment since Junaid is no longer here, and we might try some new things too at some point. Oh yeah, one other thing. All topics, apart from, all of the original things from Unproblematic are back on the table. I'm not deleting those old episodes. They're quite good. But there's a lot more that needs to be said for some of those topics. I don't think they'll all be back, but if we can talk about new things, they will be. We're not just going to be saying the same things from the previous episodes. We'll only remake them if there's new things to say. Just probably, we're going to do those ones more in the future, because I want to cover the new things first. Alright, that's all from me. Our first proper episode will be our introduction episode, with new ones airing each week, hopefully. And hopefully we'll be able to maintain a good schedule this time. Alright, see you there. Bye for now.